So I was telling him, I mean, I didn't realize black balls tasted different than white balls.
They usually do. So this is the Half-Assed podcast. This is a special podcast, John.
Is it?
Yeah, we've got an expert.
Well, I've been on the show every episode. What do you mean special?
Well, this is a special. We've got Lee Cancher of the rightbraingroup.com. He is here to tell us about net neutrality and how it affects us. Well, me most importantly, and the porn sites I can visit.
So he's who we can complain to about it?
Yeah, he's here to tell us if Pornhub will make it through this okay.
All right, cool.
It might survive. How you doing?
Pornhub might survive. That's all I need to know. Fuck it. Show's over. We're out. Pornhub's going to survive. Where's fucking Johnny Cash and a country song?
Well, they probably will do well if they could afford to pay for the hyper fast lane.
Yeah. Well, let's have Lee run us down. What is net neutrality, Lee? What is net neutrality?
Basically, net neutrality is since the internet's been around, everything has been equal and open internet, meaning all information that has passed through has traveled at the same speed, and there's been no discrimination against anybody or any company. Now, in the past, over the past year, larger companies like Verizon and Comcast have been fighting to set up a tiered system where they can charge for, as John said, a fast lane and a slow lane. In their verb, it's actually a fast lane and a super fast lane. So they're trying to change it to make it seem like it's a little bit more, good for everybody. But in the long run, it just ultimately, screws up the internet and what it's about. All open information will be killed. And with that system, smaller companies cannot step up and fight against a company like Netflix, who can afford to pay for the faster speeds. If we want to take this bigger level and have multiple videos, we cannot compete with them because we can't afford that at this point. So.
I saw the lawyer interviewed, the lawyer that's handling it for their side, like the FCC lawyer, saying that like we shouldn't call it a fast lane and a slow lane. We could refer to it as a fast lane and a hyper fast lane.
I mean, I think at this point it's almost a ridiculous argument. I think they should, focus on, the technology's already there where it's going to be fast enough for everybody, So if they take it away now and split it up and start tiering it, then they're going to have control forever, where the tech could come along in the next few years where, maybe we're using satellites to, send internet signals, and it's just a different setup that'll be more efficient for everybody and allow for everyone to have super fast speeds. So,
well, you know what I'm wondering, too? Go ahead, Gary.
So I want to put it in a non-nerdish way. So what?
That wasn't non-nerdish at all.
No, that was pretty nerdish. I mean, I can't understand none of that. So I want to
put
it.
Understand any of that?
None of that. I don't even know what it. So what we're saying is the companies want to segregate, right? So the companies are the whites and everybody else is the blacks, and we can't drink from their water fountain. That's what you're saying.
Well,
right?
no, you can, but you got to pay extra for it.
But yeah, we got to pay extra. We got to.
Your water
go to our own water. We pay extra. Or we go to our own water fountain.
Right. Our water fountain's going to just kind of dribble out where you got to put your mouth on the dirty thing to actually get water out of it, and their water fountain's going to shoot up.
Just right in your face, and you're just going to lap it up and have.
Well, me and Lee both are in a website design business, and what I was wondering is, do you think hosting companies now are going to pay into that so then you can buy hosting packages, like you get a faster hosting if you buy it with these guys as opposed to buying it with this other company?
Well, let's say Comcast started their own hosting provider, right?
Oh, no.
To compete with GoDaddy, then they could slow GoDaddy's speeds down to drive people away from them towards their new company.
And that's not illegal. They're making that so that's not illegal.
Yeah, even if GoDaddy pays for the hyperlane, they can still
choose to slow it down.
They can still slow it down, and that's the scary part.
Right, it's not neutral. They control it.
Yeah, that's the scary.
Friends who they want, who can afford it.
Yeah, because even if you pay for the service, say me and John had $1 billion and our podcast is doing fucking well, and we paid for the hyper. $1 billion.
Why did I pay for the hosting this time?
With the B. I said you and I. We're in a marriage, all right? We're in a marriage. We're fucking.
You borrow some money?
John, John and I are docking. If you don't know what docking is, it's where you take penises and you put them together and you take
Put
the
the tips
foreskin.
together.
Yeah, you put the tips together and you take the foreskin of one penis and roll it over
Right,
the
but
other.
one guy's got to be uncut. Are you uncut? I'm not.
No, I'm not uncut, but I have so much extra foreskin. It's just crazy.
Oh, I got it.
My dick looks like a worm with a turtleneck on. But but
Looks like
so
me.
so you and me have enough money to buy the hyperlane, and another podcast comes out that's sponsored by with Google or whatever. Who is it? Comcast.
Comcast.
Sponsored by Comcast. Comcast will slow us down, even though we're paying for it, so they can get their own fucking podcast going. It's fucking insane.
And it's illegal, just as legal as the monopoly that they are. But
Yeah.
Monopoly that they already have set up for us in Philadelphia, we can only use Comcast. Essentially, there are other smaller options, but it's not everywhere.
it's not worth. No, you can't even get. You can get Verizon here, but only DSL. So
Yeah.
you gotta have internet like it's 1998.
Yeah.
That's why I love the fact that I'm in a town that's going to have Google.
Yeah, this
Fiber.
asshole. This asshole lives out that way, right where they're testing out Google Fiber.
Yep, I'm awesome. I love
What
it.
is that? 100 megs a second, or like base?
1 gigabyte. One
gig.
gigabyte.
That's what I'm saying. There's the technology already existing, so why isn't that just being put in place and everyone's happy? You
Right.
know? And charge me whatever. I don't care, but
I see all these stories about MIT's then they're doing these studies where they're sending 3 terabytes of information in like seconds. Like that's insane, but they're not offering it to the public.
I'm telling you, Google Fiber here is crazy. We're getting it because it's a new provider. It's not following the fucking rules of everybody else. And I swear, everybody I know is planning on getting. Anybody I talk to is planning on getting Google Fiber just because they're tired of the fucking same.
Yeah, Google's. They're fighting against Comcast. Actually, they're a big corporation themselves, and they're one of the only ones fighting against them.
There's 5 main ones. There's Amazon, eBay, Facebook, Google, Yahoo, and Twitter. Sorry, 6.
See,
those are the core of the foundation of the internet. These are the people that survived off of this style of anyone can make it if you organize yourself and you do some learning. And then that's how they started, and they're billion-dollar companies at this point.
Exactly.
So have that opportunity. Me, you, and John, all of us. So
yeah.
The internet is the personification of the American dream. It really is. But what the companies are trying to do are turn it into the American reality, where we fucking are just beat down. We can't do what we want to fucking do.
Well, they want to turn it into the cable company. They want to make it TV. The same exact thing that they have. And I think the biggest reason that they're doing this right now, I think a lot of people are switching from watching cable to watching
I made the change.
TV on the internet because we're on Netflix. And so the cable companies are like whining right now and saying, well, we're losing our customers, so we're going to go attack the companies that are doing the right thing rather than taking a next step and trying to do something different.
Yeah, trying to do something better.
But either way, you're giving money to Comcast because I cut Comcast TV and kept the internet. Still got to pay them for the internet, and also I'm watching Netflix and Hulu instead, and they pretty much own Hulu.
Yeah.
So either way, they're getting money, but they're still. You can tell it's all about money because they're able to do this even though the biggest corporations or internet-based corporations in the world are against it. All the people are against it, but they pass it anyway. How does that happen?
Let's say Comcast doesn't like the idea of people openly talking on the internet. If they close down a site like Reddit, slow the speeds down so people can't use it, where it's like true open information, they can completely change what the internet is, in essence.
So is that only happening here? That only affects our country?
Yes.
Okay.
And to go all conspiracy theorist, just to go all conspiracy theorist. It's not a stretch. It's not a stretch to say the corporations and the government are embedded with each other. So, if the government wants the corporation to shut something down, they'll shut it fucking down.
Well, that's not even just a conspiracy theory. Did you hear how Comcast donated to campaigns more than any other company?
Yeah.
Armory company or whatever it is, gun manufacturers.
Northman Lathrop or Lathrop Northman.
So them and then Comcast are the people who donate the most. So what does a cable company have to do with donating money to politicians?
Yeah.
But they're donating the most, the second most, other than a defense contractor.
That's crazy.
So
seriously.
anyway, yeah. So then, like, there was an asteroid that was coming, right? Did you guys see that?
What?
I did not.
Oh, so fuck the net neutrality shit. We're all gonna die anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah. We got what, 15 years?
The three of us can go into a cave and just fuck.
About the docking.
We dock, and then Lee tries to come in, and we just shoot him away. We're like,
How does that work with 3 people?
Yeah,
No.
I think that would look more like a dock, real dock, where you have like different ports and they have to go in to the one.
just slap it with our hands.
We throw a rope around it, bring it in, make sure it doesn't drift away.
Compare sizes and get mad at the person who's the biggest.
So how do we fight against net neutrality? What do we do? What can we do right now?
There's a few things that I know you can do. You can go to the FCC website from today until the next 2.5 weeks, I believe.
Right. It was fcc.gov/comment.
No, it's actually like some crazy link. So I'll give you the link, and you could post it under the podcast. If they want to go and submit a comment, they can do so there.
Oh, no, yeah, but you can actually do that, fcc.gov/comments. That's what that one John Oliver was.
You got to weed through their discussion.
Oh, right, exactly. I went there and saw it. And if you do it on mobile, you can't even see the links. It's
terrible.
It's
impossible. I was like, they do this on purpose to make it impossible to find. And then I found a link that took me directly to the form, and it had part of it filled out with the number that you need to put in there as the subject. So.
Right. And then how many comments did you see when you were in there? Because I saw a fairly low number.
Yeah, well, it just started yesterday, I believe.
It was like 45,000 when I saw it, and that's just not enough.
Yeah. No, that's not enough to get into the attention of anybody.
Yeah.
There are 45,000.
Yeah, and everybody's talking about it, but no one wants to take that extra step because they're busy posting on Instagram.
What people don't understand is why this is important. It will fundamentally change the internet forever. Forever. We live in a corrupt time with a corrupt system with corrupt fucking people.
Yeah.
And this will fundamentally, there's no fundamentally change the internet. You will never, it won't go back, it won't ever go back. If this happens, the internet will never
No, it'll just be a big business that you have to pay for, and you're going to need special license to use it.
Yeah. I mean, it's only going to get worse. I hate slippery slopes, but this is a slippery slope.
One thing I do like about this fight, though, where I'm a little confident in, the hackers that are out there, there's some pretty talented people that could fuck up a lot of shit, and they're pretty good at it.
If they were really talented, they'd be given the Walton's fucking home fucking credit cards or their own credit cards out. They'd be given.
They do that stuff.
I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, because it happens so quick. You got to be paying attention.
I don't pay attention.
How do you think I bought this headset?
Oh, well, yeah, okay, I get it. You want to keep the money low though. That's like a fucking $10 headset.
Little stuff here and there.
Little stuff. I get it.
You know what I did? I used it to pay my Comcast bill this month.
Fuck, that's a big fucking payment.
Yeah.
But bump ching.
Well, I mean, people complain now too about what they say. Yeah, look at China, because right now China is blocking Google completely because they don't want people to be able to Google Tiananmen Square. So China's actually blocks websites from its people. They don't let them go to Facebook or Google, which is bad. But we're kind of going down that road.
No, we are going down that road. I mean, it's happening. It's happening every fucking day.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and he was saying, I brought it up to him, and he's.
Hold on. Why don't you mention this friend's name?
His name's Josh Hemingway.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, Josh Hemingway. He's a hip hop artist in Philadelphia. And we were talking, and I brought it up to him. Really intelligent guy, and I brought it up, and he basically just said, he's like, this is America. He's like, well, we make decisions, and then 10 years down the line, regret it.
Yeah.
And he lost interest at that point, just because he's like, oh well, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. We can't, make a change.
But the problem is, we're not making this decision this time. We're not getting a say in it.
True.
It's the fact that we're an oligarchy. I mean, we really are. So. American people don't
We're an Olive Garden?
Yeah, we're an Olive Garden. And we're running out of the fucking breadsticks. We're running out of the fucking breadsticks. Oh,
they got some good fucking cheesy breadsticks.
No, we're running out. It's done. The normal people don't get breadsticks.
Fucking
we're an Olive Garden, and the normal people don't get breadsticks. You got to be a rich person or another fucking company.
How do you pronounce that word again?
Oligarchy.
Oligarchy?
Oligarchy.
They should change the word if they want.
Oligaghy. Oligarchy.
Spelling down too. Bam.
Boom.
So what is it?
What an oligarchy is where the rich rule. It's that's as simple as that. It's where the rich rule. People like you, me, Lee. Well, not Lee. Lee's a rich guy. If he's not rich in money, he's rich in spirit.
I honestly, at this point, I don't care if they're rich rule. I think that if they're making the right decisions, let them keep the power. Who cares? But
they'll never make the right decision.
Right.
Greed is not a virtue. It is. It's not a. I mean, it's horrible. Greed. I want to say sin, but I'm atheist, so I don't think there's a sin. But greed is horrible. Greed ruins. It destroys. It's a form of worship. It kills. And
Could you explain that simpler so that somebody like me could understand it, not so nerdy? That was good. Now I got it.
I'm done.
But you're right. It's an Olive Garden out there, and
it is an Olive Garden out there.
We don't get any choices, and we're just going to complain about it and whine.
Actually, I do my best at slacktivism. I'm a slacktivist. I'm a slacktivist. I just hashtag everything. That's all I do. I'm gonna hashtag therightbraingroup.com. I'm gonna hashtag it.
Well, you know what? You were telling me something earlier, Lee, about little third break the fourth wall down. Me and Lee go way back. We're like best buddies in the whole world.
Yes, John helped me get into my business, my first steps. So
I did. I walked him right in and said, "Here you go. This guy's got talent. Work with him."
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he ain't kidding.
Oh yeah? Well, he didn't say it. You said it. So.
Right. Well, anyway, what he was telling me earlier was about the NSA link you could add to the. What's he doing?
Right. Anyway.
Right, anyway.
Just fucking let's go.
Come on. Right. Do this. He's got something cool though about the NSA.
Right. Tell us. Get it to us. NSA. Go.
So reset the net you're talking about?
So yeah, I brought him into the studio I worked at, and I was like, "This guy's Lee. You're gonna hire him."
And you reset the net from the NSA?
Yeah, so reset the net is basically helping stop the NSA from being able to tap into any website that they want to, which has been going on already. So there's basically a few things that a person can do. The first step at this point is tomorrow.
Hold on. Are we going to get shut down?
No.
No. This is open and talked about. We're
going to do this.
So tomorrow, reset the net. You can put up on your website a line of code. Basically brings up a little screen that says, we support reset the net. And basically all you're doing is agreeing to add an HTTPS, which is called an SSL certificate. It basically just secures your website a little bit more. So basically by doing that, you're making it a lot harder for someone to hack into your site. And if everyone did it across the board, the internet becomes a hell of a lot secure. And then also on a user side, when you're on your computer browsing on Firefox or Google, there's now an add-on that just came out that what it does is it actually forces an SSL on all of the sites that you're visiting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's coming from both sides. So that's the thing that they're trying to teach people about right now is that it's up to the user to protect the internet, not the internet service providers. So it's really interesting, and everyone can take a part in it tomorrow. They put this up on their website and then make the change to have a secure SSL over the next month or two.
Right, because it's important now. Everybody can make their own website. You could do it like we made one, but I mean, I knew had a background, but anybody could just go now make their own website, blog site, but it's not secure, so it's given more open doors for viruses to get in.
Correct.
And I just want to add to the NSA, they're by Windows. Take the shot. Take the shot now.
Take a shot.
Take the shot.
All clear.
Clear. This whole podcast has just been to get you two on the. Make sure you're in the same fucking.
Oh look, there's a security agent behind him. Down.
Cat. I support the overlords.
That ain't a cat. That's a CIA operative.
Oh my God.
Oh, and there's an old Jewish man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're taking the internet away from us, but look how cute this dog is.
And that's all.
Makes everything better.
That's really all the internet is dogs and cats and.
It is, and it's wonderful.
So it is. And it really is.
You know what? Look, me and Gary talk about this a lot, but one thing that's driving me nuts about the internet lately is because you could see how stupid some people are.
Oh,
Like,
it gets so
stupid
bad.
people never had so much of a voice before. And now it's so terrible. You could see this dumb comments or just the shit people share without checking any facts. It drives you nuts on a daily basis. I get pissed off at least once or twice a day now.
Stupid and religions and duck faces. I don't get it. I don't get why it all goes hand in hand.
You
It
don't
all
like
goes.
ducks?
If a person does a duck face, you can 99% of the time they are just retarded.
Yeah.
If a person says something about how they believe in God, 99% they're retarded. You know, it's just fucking. It's crazy. You know, and then my head is.
Oh, well, you know what? One of the people we've been arguing with lately, that girl that's like, into the anti-vaxxing and stuff and dumb shit like that.
fuck.
Know what she said and meant it?
What?
Why do satellites have to be in space?
Oh my God.
Interesting.
So she thinks she's all about, vaccines do give kids autism. What was the other one? Raising the minimum wage will just kill the job market.
Yeah.
Why do satellites have to be in space?
Why do satellites have to be in space? Why can't the rich get all of our fucking money? And when I eat asparagus, why does my pee stink?
I love that. I can't when I get so excited when there's going to be asparagus for dinner. I can't wait for my pee to smell.
And just start pissing on everybody. That's all I do. That's all I do. I like a fucking
Piss on people?
like a wacky worm out in the fire. I'm like, just let it fucking pee on everybody.
Worm?
Yeah, the garden hose. You never had that? You never hooked up
I
your
don't know if
garden
it was
hose?
called that, but I know what you
Well,
mean.
you don't-
Those things
you
would
don't-
hurt. They would whip you in the leg.
You don't have yards
Yes, I do.
in Philadelphia. Not like in Missouri. We have
not like
yards.
Yeah, but yours are usually full of tornadoes.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, they get out of the farms. There's tornado farms here, so they get out.
Oh, look, a little baby one got out. He's crossing the road.
And it's crossing the road. You hit
He's got a
it.
cow in him.
It blows. A little baby cow. It's got a mini cow.
Well, we're gonna have more and more storms soon because of global something or other. Some
Oh, it's not
climate
real.
stuff.
It's not. That doesn't happen.
Because Jesus wants to raise the temperature. So.
And he's mad at the gays. Jesus is mad at the gays, so he's punishing the whole world.
If
So
we-
if everybody could just stop being gay for a second, I mean, it'd really
I just
help.
did. As you said that, I stopped for a second.
Stop being gay. That's all we need. That's all we
I
need.
got right back to it though.
I
I
tried.
got it.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I got a
you
new
too.
hashtag. A new hashtag campaign is hashtag stop being gay for a second.
For a second.
If everybody, this is the same premises. If everybody,
I love that so much. That it's just for a second.
if everybody jumped, we can push the world out of orbit. So if everybody stops being gay for a second,
We can't push.
God
the
will
world
stop
out of
punishing
orbit.
us. If everybody on the world jumps, we
No.
push the world out of orbit.
No,
this is
because
this is
equal
science.
pressure.
This is science.
Equal pressure on every side.
No, because there's not equal people on every side. This is science.
but
Don't argue with
it's not
science.
enough-
Don't argue with
not
science.
enough to go at once. Okay. Is it in the Bible though?
It's in the Bible. If
right.
we hashtag it enough, if it's hashtagged everybody stop being gay for a second, God will restore the balance to the earth,
All right.
and we'll have pristine weather for the next 50 years.
At least that, or a couple months. At least until the next.
Yeah, 50 years
Election.
or a couple months. That's either way.
election. Yeah.
Yeah, until the next election, until a black man's out of office, and then we're just good. And when we have no more, when we have no more African Americans, the listeners can't tell. I just quoted African Americans.
Yeah, but we don't use the video on the iTunes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You're saying quotes. He's saying he doesn't
I'm
mean.
throwing quotation marks up when I say quote African
He's
Americans.
not talking about the good ones.
No, not- so when we have that, God will love us again. There's a lot of things we have to do right for God to love us.
Maybe
Stop
I
being
don't
gay
want
for
him
a
to.
second. Stop having black people in office.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, more guns in schools. More guns in schools.
Well, that's how else you're going to protect them, right?
That's what Adam Lanza was doing. That's all he was doing. He was just trying to bring more guns in schools
Yeah.
through the faces of children.
Yeah. So before we give out websites, let's run down again what we could do to stop the NSA.
All right.
Sorry, net neutrality.
Net neutrality.
We want. That's the part everybody gets confused on. We want net neutrality.
We want
We
it.
don't want to stop it.
Keep it open internet.
Okay. We want the internet to stay gay.
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing I think is people talk about it and get the information out there so people are even aware that this is going on.
We did our job.
And it has some importance, and hence why we're sitting here.
We will have all the links you need to go to at www.halfassedpodcast.net.
Unless it gets hacked tonight.
And unless the NSA decides that we were gay for more than just a second. And if you were gay for 2 seconds, you're hacked. Get the
I was
fuck out.
definitely gay for 2 seconds.
Oh my god, I'd turn gay for you.
I mean, would. What do you mean turn?
I'm a straight man. I'm a straight man, but for
What?
you two guys, I would learn. I really would. I mean, I would take.
I'd like to
that on.
see you guys rub your beards together, see if a fire starts.
Oh my god, I want to braid them together, and the only way we
teacher here.
I want to braid our beards together, and the only way we can get free is when we fight it out with kisses.
Wouldn't that be good?
I'm in. How are we going to do that from Philly to Wisconsin?
We just fight it out with a kiss. And we're like, mwah, 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 mwah. So
we're gonna start a new website though too. Neil deGrasse Tyson for Space Pope.
Neil deGrasse Tyson for Space Pope. All right, so let me go through the websites. We got the Right Brain Group. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
RightBrainGroup.com. Go there. Before you even go to our website, go to the Right Brain Group. You want to tell us a little bit about what they do?
Yeah, if you need any help with web design, social networking, SEO, any digital help, starting a small business or getting an idea off the ground, I can help get you organized and save some money. So.
Lee's easily the most talented graphic designer I've worked with, and I've been doing it for probably about 15 or 16 years now.
Thank you.
Easily the most talented graphic designer in Philadelphia, if not the entire universe.
The Eastern Seaboard.
I'm sure for the universe, but I'll settle for even my home is okay.
There you go.
He's the best
designer in that chair.
in his house. He's the best graphic designer in his house.
Yeah.
That's it. Fuck everybody else.
I
Fuck
outdo
you,
my
wife.
dogs and cats.
Yeah, right. Oh, there's the NSA. They took her down.
And anyway, the Right Brain Group has now been closed for business. So go to the rightbraingroup.com for all your internet needs. Go to halfassedpodcast.net for all your comedy needs. Go to howsyourrobot.com for all your science needs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a social media junkie, Half-Assed Gary on Instagram, Half-Assed Gary on Twitter, How's Your Robot on Twitter and Instagram. Space Pope. It's not invented yet. That's ours. So
I got to fill Lee in on that one and the listeners. Gary said one of the greatest things I've ever heard yesterday on the internet. Look at him trying to be modest all of a sudden. He gets embarrassed when you say how good he is. But we were talking about how great Neil deGrasse Tyson is. And saying, he should be president, he should be this, and he said that he should be the Space Pope.
Space Pope.
I'd vote for him.
Which is
Space
great.
Pope.
Because Gary has another thing he talks about where he could see how science could easily become a religion where people over-worship it, and then it turns bad because now you're worshiping science.
Yeah, Richard Dawkins is a prime example of that. If you don't follow Richard Dawkins, he really thinks he's the Space Pope. But it's actually Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Space Pope.
Space Pope.
2014.
Yes.
2014.
Forever.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, Space Pope. All right.
Let's let Lee pick a song, any song, after you
pick a song, any song.
Any
Okay.
song.
Any song.
Any song.
I love how much that confuses people every time.
Sometime today. They suddenly
An
forget.
artist.
They suddenly forget music was invented.
Yes.
Pick a song, any song. What?
What? You mean sounds? That rhythm sounds?
There's something that actually makes music? There's a thing called music?
A group that I love is the Punch Brothers.
All right.
Uh,
And we need a song from the Punch Brothers.
song, Jen.
Oh, rye whiskey.
Rye whiskey.
Right. Thank you, Jen.
Jen? Thank you,
Jen.
Lee.
That's the lovely Jennifer James. She's an artist. Fine
Oh,
artist.
yeah. Drop her website.
Job or website.
It's jennifermariejames.com. You can see all of her awesome artwork there, and go out and promote her. Check out her Facebook.
Check out our Facebook, JenniferJames.com. We'll get her on the show sometime.
Awesome. Sounds great.
All right. Thank you. RightBrainGroup.com, Punch Brothers, Rye Whiskey, Jennifer James, Halfassed Podcast. Suck some cock!